Greetings, YouTube. Last night when I was at work, Headline News Network had a program on. And in this program, they had a group of parents. And these parents had had their children abducted and murdered, for which I have an infinite amount of sympathy and compassion for these people. But this program wasn't about educating the public or trying to bring awareness to potential crimes towards children. No, this program was all about the misery. It was the Marvelous Misery Tour. It was about parading these people in front of the cameras, watching them choke back tears and cry and sob on camera, all to drive up ad revenues on Headline News Network. I was so incredibly disgusted by what I was watching, or actually just hearing, because I don't actually look at the screen at work, that I had to leave. I went back to work early simply because being at my press making parts was better than listening to this horrendously maudlin, tasteless program on television. But I did take away one turn of phrase from the program, and that was, "Not one more child." I, of course, do not want to ever see any child beaten, raped, or killed. I don't imagine that any right-minded person does. And I can agree with that statement, not one more child. Except I have a slightly different slant on that statement than I think that the people who were chanting it on that program meant. And they were chanting that phrase on the program. And my slightly different slant is that we are all someone's children. Every single human being on this planet is someone's child. And I don't want to see any of us beaten, raped, or killed. And that even includes the predators that prey upon their fellow man. Now, before I go any further, let me make it incredibly clear, so I'm hoping everyone's listening to this part. If I were attacked, I would do anything necessary to defend my life, up to and including taking the life of my attacker. And if I came upon someone being attacked, I would do everything in my power to stop that attack, up to and including taking the life of the attacker. I am not questioning self-defense or the defense of the innocent. I am questioning vengeance, revenge. There's an old saying that if you're going to seek vengeance, dig 2 graves, one for you and one for your victim. Because that's what you're doing. You're sentencing yourself to death. If not physically, then spiritually. And we don't need more vengeance and revenge in the world. We need more solutions. Another thing this program said repeatedly is that they called the predators monsters. They're not monsters. They're people. They're human beings. They've committed horrible acts, but they're not monsters. If you spend all of your time looking for monsters, you're not going to see the predators hiding amongst the good people. You're not going to see the wolves that are in the fold. You're going to be looking for monsters, and there aren't any. So you're not going to see them. 90% of survivors of sexual abuse were abused by someone that they knew. A found family contact, a family member, coach, Boy Scout leader, something like that. 90%. So the chance that your child's actually going to be preyed upon by a complete stranger is fairly small. I am a survivor of sexual abuse. I've never hidden this fact. I've been talking about it on and off for a couple of years now. I knew my attackers. And I don't want to see either of them harmed or raped or killed. I haven't forgiven them. I haven't forgotten. But I simply don't want to see them harmed. Because I understand that they are someone's children. And I don't want to have a single child ever go through this again. Not one more child. Not now.